XUSOM social media boasting about how their grads have secured residencies nationwide while attaching a map with less than half the states colored in. I mean, don't insult our intelligence. If you're going to advertise the word nationwide, maybe make sure that your matches stretch the entire width of the nation. Well, unless, of course, maybe XUSOM's referring to the Confederate States of America, whose map hauntingly looks like the XUSOM match map. Now, over the last 2 weeks, XUSOM has posted photos of their grads they claim matched into residency this year. But what I want to talk about is not what you're seeing. Let's take a look at some things that XUSOM's not telling you and not showing you that I think are important for a prospective student to consider. First off, XUSOM, how many of these matches were categorical? A categorical match is when the applicant matches into the program for the full length of that residency program. A non-categorical match is more of a prelim or a temporary type of residency program. If I'm going to medical school, I want a program that has a strong record of categorical matches. The other thing I want XUSOM to talk to us about is whether their matches happened in the first round. The way the match process works is that on Monday of match week, programs find out if they filled and applicants find out if they matched, but no one knows who's going where. This allows a few days for unmatched applicants to connect with unfilled programs in the SOAP, Supplemental Offer and Acceptance Program, so that by the end of the week, on Friday, the full results are revealed and everybody finds out who goes where. If someone hasn't matched in first round or SOAP, they then have an opportunity to apply directly to unfilled programs. So if you're going into medical school, you want to go to a school that has a strong record of getting their grads matched in that very first round. Otherwise, you are going to go through hell and all sorts of stress, having to hustle through SOAP, and even worse, having to apply directly to programs after SOAP. Something that makes me suspicious that students have struggled with XUSOM matching is that XUSOM released the photos over a 10-day period. So if you knew on Friday of match week exactly who was going where, why didn't you release your photos then? Makes me wonder if maybe there were several people who did not match on match day, but really hustled and found a spot after the process was over. Finally, the class of 2024. These were medical students who entered in January of 2020. One thing you'll notice is that when XUSOM posts a photo of a student who matched, they never include that student's graduation date. I was at XUSOM 2019, 2020, and of all the matches they posted this week, I only recognized about 7. So I'm wondering, who are all these other people? Are they students who transferred in rather than homegrown students who went through XUSOM Basic Science? Or are they students who have just been waiting for years to get into a match program? If you want, you can go back to the January 2020 Xavier Times and take a look at the students who enrolled in January 2020. And what you're going to see is exactly what I found. The faces of these students who enrolled in 2020 are not the faces you're seeing matching in 2024. How can XUSOM explain that? You'll also notice that 2020, oh yeah, the whole world shut down. So XUSOM did not enroll a lot of students during the COVID pandemic. So how in the world are they getting like dozens of matches 4 years later?